Hello everyone, this is Josh from Monpod Gaming. I'm just here to give you some information and some help to play the game Dayz off of it's a mod for Arma 2 for those of you who don't know. I'm just going to show you some computers and a couple of components that are fairly cheap. I mean, for those of you that don't have a lot of money, it's going to be at least under 500, and one was going to be under 400. So just stick with me and I'll show you a couple things to help you. Even if you don't want to take what I'm doing, you can look for yourself. So you can exit the video right after I show you this link. Go to this website, Google, then go to System Requirements Lab. Then once you find it, it should be the top link. And here you can search, and it will give an advertisement. I'll have to pause the video for a second. Type in Dayz, can you run it? And I say yes. Give it a second. Now that the advertisement's gone, it will show you the minimum and recommended system requirements for your computer. As you can see, I passed both minimum and recommended. Obviously, my computer has a AMD quad-core Athlon, not the top of the best, but it does do the job. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM. It's asking for 2. Then it's asking for Windows XP and Vista, which I have 7, and it's happy with that. For the graphics card, I have an AMD Radeon HD 7700 series. It's asking for 4850, sorry. And as you can see, I pass all this. I have that. It asks for that. So now that you've seen the website and how to use it, you need to go for yourself. You need to find yourself a computer that will run the game. Let me start with this one. This is the cheapest computer I found. It is, in fact, a Walmart computer. I'm not advertising for Walmart, but I am showing you where you could find a cheap computer. This computer is a HP. Very nice. And it's refurbished, as you can see. I know Walmart computers are not the best in the world, and they do, for some reason, break a little faster than the ones you buy from Best Buy as far as electronics, at least for me. I don't know why, they just do. It has a dual core 3.0 processor speed, 2 gigabytes of RAM, has 1 terabyte of memory. Everything about this computer passes the recommended for the system requirements. The one thing you will need is a graphics card. I will show you that after I could just show you right now. So as you can see, the computer meets everything except the video card. And for the video cards I found, these two very cheap, $54 for a video card, will run the game just fine. It meets the 512, actually this is 2 gigabyte DDR3. A lot of people can be shaking their head right now going, just spend a little more money, or I know a better, cheaper one, but you know what, for those of you that don't know much about computers, you can go with this, or you can go with AMD, which is only $55, 54, 55. I personally like AMD and ATI a little better, but everyone has their preferences. They're both, I believe, 1 gigabyte DDR3. Sorry, I didn't read this before I opened it, but these two I'd prefer you guys to pay. And if you want to pay a little more, there are more on Best Buy, or you can go somewhere else to find a video card, but at least you get an idea of the minimum of what you could play Dayz. So now onto the other computer. Another Walmart cheapy, won't last you a long time computer, but will play Dayz to get you all happy and stuff. So this one has a dual core, just a little faster than this computer's. They both have the exact same amount of RAM. I believe this one's DDR2 though, so a little older. This is DDR3. Expandable to 4 gigabytes, downside. Expandable to 16 gigabytes, upside. 500 gigabytes of memory. The other one has 1 terabyte, which is 1,000 gigabytes. And same with this computer as the other. You will need to go to Best Buy or someone that sells graphics cards, and you will need to buy a cheapy one like one of these. But other than that, these two computers from Walmart, very cheap, and mostly anyone can afford them. If you just want to buy a cheap computer, don't want to go all out, and just want to play one little game, or if this computer was built the way you like it, it would probably play most games on either the minimum or even possibly high graphics settings for some games. Dayz would be able to play probably medium graphics, high graphics-ish, almost there. The FPS you would have to watch though, the frames per second. I've seen a lot of problems with people using graphics cards. Doesn't matter what it is, it'll just have a problem. You can have this computer that has 16 gigabytes of RAM and 8 cores, and it'd still be lagging like hell just because the frames per second aren't syncing in in the right way. So, other than that, you can look at these two graphics cards, get an idea of what you could buy to possibly run the game, and here's an idea of what kind of computer you could get, how cheap it can be. It doesn't have to be brand new and shiny, but these two computers will definitely get the game running and playable, and you can enjoy your experience with Dayz. So if you guys want to visit these sites, I'll put in the description below, and if you guys have any suggestions on how I presented this, or if I should learn how to speak a little better, because I obviously suck at talking to public audiences. So yeah, if you guys like this, just give it a little thumbs up. If you guys want me to stop doing this, just thumbs it down. I'm not gonna take it like a little bitch. So you guys go ahead and get one of these computers, or at least think about it, because Dayz is an amazing mod, and Arma 2 is a pretty good game for the most part. Arma 3 is coming out, and Dayz is going standalone, so you may want to sit back and wait for a little while for the standalone to come out, as in it's going to come out by itself, not need to be sitting on Arma 2. But yeah, these two computers could run it, and then if you throw one of these graphics cards into one of these two computers, then your computer would be all happy and stuff, and it'd play games. It doesn't just play Dayz, I mean, it will play other games at pretty high graphics. Holy crap, that is old looking. But anyways, now that you guys seen a couple computers that can run Dayz, it will easily run other games. Thanks guys for watching my video. Hope you guys have a nice day.